Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to draft a basic bodice that is going to be a perfect fit for your body. If that's what you're here for, don't forget to stay tuned to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment in the comment section. Let's get started. So first of all guys, we'll be using this pattern for the two. That we're going to be using this pattern for the front and the back pattern as well. So I'm going to divide the paper into two. Now what I'm going to simply do is to divide the paper into two, measure what I have in total and divide it. Now if your measurement is bigger than the paper, what you just do is to get the fullest part of your measurement and add 2 or 3 inches to it, right? So I'm just dividing my paper. So I have about 12.5. So having done that, we are going to be starting with our front pattern, and I'll be using this part as a front, right? Now I've gone ahead to mark the shoulder line as my starting point. Let me get my measurement. So here is my measurement. My shoulder is 17, my bust is 38, my waist is 28, my hips is 40, my gown length is 36, my back length is 14.5, my front waist length is 16.5. And I've already gone ahead to do some calculation, but we're still going to do it in the process. For the gown, we are going to be using 3x3 standard for the front neck, right? Remember, we're working on the front for now. So I marked 3x3, and now my shoulder is 17 inches. I'm going to be dividing it by 2, which is going to give me 8.5, and that is what I have here. Now on this 8.5, I'm going to come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. So this is what I have. I'm going to connect from here to my neck width. Alright, so that's all I have there. I'll go ahead to curve out my neck. Alright, so that's all I have. Now the next thing we are going to be doing is to impute our armhole line. Now for you to get your armhole line, some will say, oh, use 9, use 8, use 7.5. But it is very important you always measure to be sure, alright? Because what works for Mr. A will not work for Mr. B. So now for you to get your armhole line, you're going to divide your bust by 6 plus 1.5. That is, your armhole line is equals to bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. So after dividing that's 38 divided by 6 plus 1.5. What I'm going to be having is 7.83 plus. So you're going to be making it of 7.8, and you're going to be marking 7.8 from here. Alright, now for us to have a straight line, we are going to measure what we have on this. The same thing we took for our shoulder measurement, we're going to impute that shoulder measurement over here, which is 8.5, and so we can be able to get a straight line for our armhole line. So I'm going to connect it straight down to the point here. So, and then I'll connect this here. So what we have here now is our armhole line. I'm going to mark that armhole line, and this is now our chest line, which I call CL, right? Now after getting this, before we get our armhole line, we'll go ahead to measure from our shoulder to our nipple, or our shoulder to bust, right? However you call it. So I'm going to measure shoulder to bust. My shoulder to bust is 11 inches. My shoulder to my under bust is 14 inches. We might not be using this under bust, but we'll just put it. Alright, and then for my shoulder to my waist, like we said here, our front waistline is 16.5. So I'm going to be marking 16.5 for my front. Okay, then we'll go ahead on this side and do the same thing we did here. And then I'll go ahead to connect to a straight line. Now this, I'm going to go ahead to label it our bust line or bust point, our under bust, and our waistline. The next thing we need to get is our hip line, right? So now I like to come down from my waist to my hip line instead of marking shoulder to hip line. So it's always better like that, so you get your accurate hip line. Some people will use 9/10, but I use 9, so make sure you measure yourself. And I'm going to be using 9 inches for my hip line. So I'm marking from the waistline 9 inches downward as my hip line. Alright, so that is what I have right here. And I'm going to just connect. Alright, so this is our hip line. Then down is our hemline. So don't forget, this is our front. This is our front. Okay. Now we're going to finish with the front first before going to the back part. Now over to the front. Before we get our armhole curve, there are steps to getting the armhole curve. First of all, you need to get the midpoint from here to this end. All right. So what do? You put your tape measure and measure to this point, and then you fold it into 2, stopping where the measurement stops, right? So you're going to fold it in and mark here. So this is now our midpoint. So I'm going to go inward by 1/2 inch. All right. So now after doing that, you're going to connect from here to here. I like to use a straight through to do this. So I'm going to do from here to here. Having done that, the next thing we're going to do, we need to curve, but we need a guideline to know where we're stopping our curve. So now we are going to impute our bust measurement. Our bust measurement is 38 divided by 4. We'll have 9.5, right? So this is 9.5. You're not adding allowance on the paper yet, so I'm going to go ahead to use my armhole curve to curve from here to the 9.5. So this is what we have. We now have our armhole curve, right? Armhole curve. I hope that is clear. Now after this, we are going to impute our circumference measurement, right? That's the roundness of our body. We are going to impute all of them here. But before we do that, I'm going to get my bust span, which is 8 inches, or call it nipple to nipple. Mine is 8 inches, so dividing it by 2 will have 4 inches. So I'm going to be using 4 inches as my bust span. So on my bust line, I'm going to mark 4 inches. On my under bust, same thing. Also on my waist, I'm going to do the 4 inches. Now for me to know how long my dart is going to stop, from my waistline I will go down by 6 inches. All right, you can go by 6, or from the hemline you come up by 2.5 or 3 inches. So I will stop at 6 inches here, and I'll make sure that it's equal, that's the 4 inches. So I'm going to mark from here to here to connect to a straight line. So now we'll have a straight line. So this is our dart leg, right, or our dart line. Now on the waistline, we are going to be imputing our darts. Now I'll be using the darts of 1.5, meaning I'm using 0.75 on both sides. Now this differs for different sizes. If your size is from, let's say from size let's say your bust is from 32 to 36, you can use 1 inch for your dart. All right, that's 0.5. But if you're from 37 or 38 and above, you use 1.5. all right, so you have a perfect snatching and you have enough space for your boobs, okay, to carry. If your breast is smaller, you don't need the space to carry your bust, obviously, sorry, because you don't have enough breast. But if you're busty and your bust is from 38, obviously you have bust, so you need the space around this bust area so your boobs can be able to enter very well and sit very comfortably. So that is why we're using 0.75 instead of half inch. All right, so I'm going to be marking my 0.75 on both ends. That's, we've adjusted 1 inch, so I'm marking it just on my waistline, and I'm going to connect from here to here, and then I'll connect from here. Now on the bust line, I won't connect it directly, because by the time you connect it directly here, when you're done so, you will notice that you're going to be having a dart that is pointed on the bust point, and it's going to look funny, so you don't want that. So on the bust point, you're going to come down by 1 inch, so your dart will stop here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and connect. So this is what we have so far for the front dart. I hope it is simple and well explanatory. So after doing this, we are going to just input our measurement. Now the same measurement I put here, which is 9.5, we are going to put it back, right? Now on my waistline, I'm going to put my waist divided by 4. My waist is 28. 28 divided by 4 will give you 7 inches, all right? So I'm going to mark 7 inches here, plus the 1.5 you used for our dart. You're going to replace it back here. So this is where our measurement is. Now you can start to do your underbust measurement. If your underbust is the same as your waist, I don't think it's necessary, right? But if it's not the same, maybe it's bigger or it's smaller, you make sure you put it and then replace whatever that you have here. But for here, I'm not going to be doing it. Now on my hip line, I'm going to input my hip divided by 4. My hip is 40 divided by 4 is 10 inches, and that's what I'm going to mark here. Now on the hem of the dress, you can either decide to mark what you have here just for a straight gown, a straight free, or not free, but a straight normal gown, which is going to be, you're going to just put what you have on your hip directly on the hem of your gown. But if you want it pencil gown, you just go inside by 2 inches. So I'm going to show you what it looks like as a straight line, as a straight gown, and also how it looks like as a pencil gown, right? So we are going to go ahead to connect. So I'm going to first of all connect from my center line, my chest line to my bust point or bust line, and then I'm going to go ahead to connect from here to my waist, right? And then I'll use my curl roller to connect from my waist to my hip. So this is what we have so far. Now if you want it to just be straight, you're just going to connect straight down. Okay, so but if you want your gown to be a pencil gown, just go in by 2 inches, and then you're going to connect from here to here. All right, so this is what we have for the front so far. Now remember, our front waist is 16.5. We're going to come back to this, but for now let's go to the back. We'll come back to the front later.